Yes, hello friends. This is our lecture number third for Unit 2. Now, in our previous lecture, we seen the Laplace transform, right? For electrical network, how we will present the Laplace transform, and we solve some problem. Now, in this class, I will go through with the transient analysis, electrical transient, with respect to in time domain analysis, right? Here we will see the time domain analysis. The same circuit you can also solve with the help of Laplace transform. Yes. Uh, wait. Hello. Now it is clear, or problem still going on? Okay. So maybe it's a network issue. So uh, if you have facing more problems, so you can watch this video later on. Okay, on YouTube. Now see here, in this lecture, we will see how to solve the problem with the help of with time domain analysis. But the same problem you can also solve with the help of Laplace transform, and it is quite easy while doing the transform in Laplace transform, because there are only one step. You have to convert the electrical network into S domain, right, and reorder the circuit, and then simply apply KVL, KCL, and solve the circuit. And at the end, you have to use Laplace inverse transform, and desired output equation you will get. But here in time domain analysis, there are some certain steps you have to follow for finding the solution. So now see here, first of all, in that you have to observe the circuit. Circuit is source free response or step response. Yes, I'm recording that this lecture. Okay, so you don't worry about that. Uh, okay, so first of all, you observe. First of all, you observe the circuit, which is source free or not. Means is there any active source available in that circuit or not? Okay, and this generally we observe after switching operation. So we will see there is a one type of circuit is given. Now here the switch is open at t is equal to 0 instant of time, right? Means before this switching operation, the this active source is connected to this network, but at t is equal to 0 instant this switch is open, means this active source is removed from the whole circuit. And in that network there are some element like R, L and C, which is affect in that switching operation. What happened, because you know that inductor doesn't allow certain change in current, similarly capacitor doesn't allow certain change in voltage, so that create the transient condition in the circuit. So this is a uh, two situation. At that time you get the transient. Once you operate the switching operation, then the voltage may be removed from that circuit or maybe add to the circuit. When the uh, when now see here, when the circuit means this at t is equal to 0 instant, this voltage source is added to the circuit, right? So because of this condition, there are transient create in that circuit. Okay, depending on the parameter available in this network, right? It is must contain RLC component. Now this is an example of turning off the motor. When you switch off the button, so for example, the motor is off, right? For example, see the ceiling fan. When the switch off, the fan is off, right? Means the power cut. This voltage is disconnect from the that circuit. So that is the one operation. And similarly, when switch on the fan, the circuit, this voltage source is go through the your load. So that is the, for example, is given here, turning on the motor. Now here some basic details I am reading uh, here. So you can read it out. What is given in that? See, transient happen in electrical circuit as well as the in nature. The network is system is not adaptable for sudden changes, right? For example, now see, this sudden changes is a violation of conservation of energy, right? So as we know that the capacitor can never allow the sudden change in voltage, right, across it, and similarly inductor can never allow the sudden change in current through it. So what happened when we sudden changes happen in that circuit? Now see one example here. Uh, when we talk about the resistor is a dissipate energy, right, in the form of heat. Means it doesn't affect, means आप उसमें कुछ भी switching operation दो resistance के parameter में कुछ change नहीं होता है. Okay, so now see there is one example I am taking here. When you switch close at t is equal to 0 instant of time, then what current is flowing in that circuit? So previously this is open switch, right? So I naught current is I naught I zero minus is 0 because current is can't flow in that circuit. But when at t is equal to 0, this switch is closed. So here all resistive elements. So there is no transient for this resistive element. Now see what is the R equivalent here? This 3 parallel with 6. So this is 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is nothing but the 20 volt. What is the current of I at 0 plus 20 volt supply current for 4 ohm resistance, right? So what is the current is 5 ampere. So for this resistive element, now when we see the circuit in second condition, so here inductor is present. Now see what happened when you close the switch at t is equal to 0 instant of time. At t minus means before the switching this current flowing in that circuit is 0. So what is the current of I naught? I 0 naught is nothing but your 0 ampere. But you very well known inductor is doesn't allow the flow, certain change in current. What is the formula of voltage of this VL? VL is equal to L di by dt, right? This indicate it resists the sudden change in current, right? Doesn't allow does not allow sudden change in current. Sudden change in current. Change in current. So when the switch is closed at t is equal to 0 instant, so what is the current flowing at t is equal to 0 plus instant? So t 0 plus instant current is same in that circuit. Okay, for this inductor. So t at t is equal to 0 plus it is 0 ampere. But when we see the at infinite time duration, okay, when you see at t is equal to infinite duration, so what is the current flowing in that circuit? I at infinite. This is same. This inductor act as a short circuit, right? And the 5 ampere current is flowing in that circuit. So this 3 instant of time you get this current. At t is equal to 0 plus, it is equal to 0 because of this inductor. Okay. Now there are some more points. Now transient are the regarded as a argument of network and the system reaching to its next steady state. to its previous steady state, right? Between the input excitation and the output excitation with respect to their state variable. So every circuit have uh, some state variable in that. If the circuit contains L and C component, so we will see that what is the state variable. Now the total response is equal to state transient response plus steady state response. So you can read it out. This is the some basic point is given here. Now see the state variable. What do you mean by state variable? This is an important point. Because of this, we will going to solve the problem in time domain analysis. So first of all, we identify in the circuit which is what state variable is given to us, right? Now this is the for now see if the circuit involving the capacitor, right? Circuit contain capacitor, then in that case the state capacity, the voltage across the capacitor is the correct state variable, right? Because capacitor doesn't allow the change in voltage. So in that case, you have to consider the condition of that voltage. What is a what is a voltage at 0 minus instant of time, at 0 instant of time, and at 0 plus instant of time. So this 3 instant of time, or you can say 0 minus and 0 plus instant of time, you have to observe what is the value of that voltage. And note at t is equal to minus instant of time means before switching. This is the initial condition, we call it as the initial condition. If there are no initial condition, then we will take as a zero. Okay, so for the capacitor, what is the state variable? Voltage is a state variable, because capacitor doesn't allow sudden change in voltage. Similarly, when I talk about the inductor involving the circuit involving the inductor. So in that case, what is the formula? Voltage equation for inductor V is equal to L di by dt. So this indicate inductor doesn't allow the sudden change in current, right? So in that case, here your state variable is inductor. Uh, Sorry, current. State variable is current. So by observing this, you have to decide the circuit is which is the dominant means for first order circuit. What is the state variable in that? And you can also say that the simple if C is connected in that circuit, then your state variable is voltage. And if inductor is connected in that circuit, then your state variable is current. Now here for any circuit means describe the response in two format. Okay, which I already told you. Total response is equal to transient plus steady state. That all is given here. Now you can easily read out. There are some important points given. Time constant also defined here. Now this is a basic element means charge. Capacitor store the energy in the form of charge, right? It is called as an internal stored electrostatic energy. Internal stored electrostatic energy. Now how to calculate it means this is the initial condition. If the circuit contain any element C and L and C, and the circuit some initial voltage and current is uh, present in that across that element, so the element is stored the energy in the form for capacitor. It's stored in the form of electrostatic energy, right? And for inductor, it is stored in the form of electromagnetic energy. And how to calculate that energy? We will uh, calculate by this basic formula for this charge. Q is equal to CV and psi is equal to Li, right? So no, see here, this is already known to you, and this is also known quantity, right? L, and this is the initial condition which is given in your circuit, right? Or you can find out from the circuit before the switching. Before the switching, you can find out this initial current and voltage, right? Here current and here voltage. So with the help of this, you can easily calculate how much charge the capacitor contain and how much flux this inductor store. Now see the total responses. One is natural response and another is steady state response. So see here, it is also defined as the force response and the natural response. So natural response means zero input response, and this is the zero state response. You can also define as it is in mathematical term. It is PI, particular integral form, and this is complementary form. This is generally this form, natural response is generally in the form of exponential term, right? Exponential term present here, present for a stable system. Uh, the response, this natural response has a time decaying factor, right? E to the power of minus 80 in the form of in such a way that. Now see here, there are some example I am taking here. Now this is the first order circuit. Now see, this is a force response. This is the natural response. After some particular time of instant, this response is die out, right? In the in that circuit. So after some particular time constant, this transient this term is means die out, right? So we can say that this is a transient term present in our equation. Now our aim to find out the what is the time constant, how to at how many time the element is decreases. This term is decreases. One of this means our this is our one aim, and second is how the circuit behave for different types of input, right? So this is here nothing but the e to the power of minus t by tau. Tau is the time constant, and time constant is depend on the circuit element. For RC circuit, time constant is RC, and for LC, RL circuit, it is L by R. See here, there are some more points. Order of circuit. How to identify the order of circuit? See, order of circuit is nothing but the number of energy stored element available in distributed form, right? So there are how many elements are present in the circuit. By observing that, you can easily comment there are the circuit is single order or double order or three order, right? In such a way that now see here, if the circuit contain only RL component or RC component, then you can say that this is your first order circuit. And if the circuit component both means all the three element RLC or LRL, this is the non-canonical form circuit, then only you can say that this circuit is nothing but your second order circuit. Now see here, uh, tell me about what type of this circuit. This is the first order or second order? What is the order of that circuit? First order or second order? First order or second order? Tell me, what circuit represent here? Yes, anyone? Yes, guys, what is the circuit? What is the order of this circuit? Hello? Yes, guys, please comment. What is the order of circuit? My voice is clear to all, right? Hello? Are you attending my lecture or you just log in and please comment me? What is the order of circuit? first order or second order? Yes, please repeat. Sorry. Hello, hello guys. Hello, please comment. What is the order of circuit? Okay, so why are you not commenting? I'm asking number of times. Yes, it is a first order circuit. Why? Because we couple all these three capacitor into single capacitor, right? C equivalent. So what is a net uh, element, energy storing element in that circuit is only one. So that's why this is a first order circuit, right? Now the initial condition here, there are some initial condition which I already discussed above slide. That's all condition is given here. Now see, there are three different instant of time by which you can do the operation of switch, right? Now at t is equal to 0 instant, the instant before the switching operation. It is also called as the steady state before switching operation. The same. At t is equal to 0, exact instant of switch operation, and t plus instant just after the switching operation. It is also called as a transient state. With the help of this, we generally analyze the transient state, right? At t is equal to instant, we will analyze the steady state response of the system or any circuit. So for capacitors, we what is the state variable for capacitor? Voltage, right? So that's why we see 0 instant of time is considered here. And what is a this is for capacitor, right? Capacitor, and this is for inductor. So this is a condition you have to note that. Now one more thing is, if analyzing the circuit for sudden change in time, t plus is considered as a transient state, right? And means analyzing the same circuit at s is equal to s tends to infinite. Now see, this is a s domain analysis. आप टाइम डोमेन में टी प्लस में जब ट्रांजिएंट एनालिसिस करते हो, उसी को जब आप एस डोमेन में एस टेंस टू इनफाइनाइट करोगे तो इक्वल होगा. So that's why now see, this s tends to infinite, that is the steady state frequency solution. Will also include the transient part in it. Means जब आप ये करोगे तो आपको फाइनल सॉल्यूशन मिलेगा इन दैट both the solution is present. Hence the Laplace transform is more powerful tool while analyzing the transient during transient. So that's why I'm already covered this Laplace domain in our first lecture. Now whatever the in this lecture or in upcoming lecture I discuss the problem, you have to solve that problem using Laplace transform, right? So this is quite easy, and this process is quite lengthy, but you get the same solution at the end. Now the time constant is here. You need to know this. What is the time constant? It is a time taken by the response to reach 36.7% of its initial value while decaying, right? While decaying. Or you can also say that it is a time taken by the response to reach 63.3% of its final value. So there are some example I am taking here for this time constant is present in all of the field, uh, but the range is quite different. When you discuss in mechanical engineering, the time constant generally taken in second, and for electrical we are dealing some millisecond, and for electronic and communication engineering you are dealing in this microsecond, and computer science engineering they are dealing in nanosecond. So that time constant is very important for each field. So here we are generally dealing in for this network subject in millisecond, and for your branch, you are dealing in later on in this microsecond also. Now, this behavior you have to remember while solving the problem in time domain analysis. Now, see what is the if what effect happened on this register. Resistance is doesn't change, right? And no special effect is happened while switching operation. So for this is your basic element. Now this is a DC steady state condition. So this is steady state condition at this instant s is equal to 0, right? So s is equal to 0. When you put s is equal to 0, then the L act as a short circuit and C act as an open circuit. Generally, we are discussing this problem in our previous classes, right? But now at steady state analysis, you have to put S equal to j omega, right? Now, depending upon this condition, L L is I lags V by 90%, 90 degree, and for C, I lead by an angle of phi 90 degree, right? So when you discuss in AC state analysis, AC steady state analysis, in that you are generally dealing with a phasor calculation, right? When you discuss in time domain analysis. Now, in this transient condition, what you have to use here, the some initial condition we already seen in previous slide. So you have to take that initial condition plus here what actual element act in the circuit. So at transient condition, t is equal to 0 plus instant of time, or you can say t tends to infinite, s tends to infinite, your L act as a open circuit, okay, and C act as a short circuit. And plus initial condition you have to also consider while using these, just like your Laplace transform. Now for complex frequency, Uh, for complex frequency, you have to put S equal to j omega. In that case, what your impedance, total impedance for R element is R. For L element, ZL is equal to SL, j omega L, which is equal to SL, right? Similarly, let's see 1 upon j omega C, 1 upon SC. So you have to replace this j omega with S. Uh, okay, now this is the first derivation, which is a generalized derivation. You have used this formula, which I derive here, in rest of all circuit, uh, rest of similar circuit, right? RLC, means which circuit contain R and C element. You have directly apply this equation there. Now, see, in this is a there is no active element, so this is the source free response, right? Source free response, source free response, and only one element is, so that is first order circuit, right? First order. And what is the state variable? C is present, so state variable is voltage. So state variable is voltage, right? So by observing this circuit, you have to use your KVL KCL according to that, and derive the equation for this. So what is the state variable? Voltage. So you have to derive the voltage equation here. Now uh, you have to calculate DC, right? So take, this is a constant, means this is a common node for this both element, and one reference point is taken here, which is grounded. Now apply KVL here, KCL. So apply KCL for finding this VC. Now observe this, when we use such a circuit, so generally we have to calculate the equation for voltage, right? So it means the current is dividing here. right? Because see, observe the this circuit. We have to apply the KCL here by taking one node as a reference. So IR is going for this IR current is flowing from this resistance, and IC current from flowing from this resistance. Okay, and by using or by observing this, and note that this is a parallel circuit, right? Because we are applying the KCL and we want to find out the this VC voltage. So this VC is equal to for this drop for this R element, because this is connected in parallel, and by using this KCL equation, you got some equation here, right? And rewrite this equation with the help of this. So this is nothing but the your general equation, which is got when you apply the KCL also you will get this KVL. जब KVL अप्लाई करोगे तो भी आपको मिलेगा यही. Okay, now derive the equation. This equation I am taking here. First, I apply KCL here. So IC plus IR equal to 0. Replace this IC. IC, what is the IC? C dV by dt, right? And derive equation for this voltage. Now this is the common node. What is the voltage of this? VR by V by R, right? So this plus is going to right hand side, which is get minus V by R, and take ln on both sides and solve this circuit. So at the final stage, you will get V is equal to A to the power of minus T by RC. Now note that this this is the standard format, right? A to the power of minus T by tau. So here is a T, tau is a time constant. This is a time constant, time constant. So what is the time constant here? For this circuit, tau is equal to RC. Okay. Now one more point. For any RC circuit, time constant is nothing but here. For any RC circuit, tau is equal to R equivalent into C equivalent. Now here in this circuit only one R and C is present, so that's why RC. Similarly, for any RL circuit, time constant is equal to L equivalent divided by R equivalent. So please note this point. Okay. Now once you get this equation, by using initial condition, you have to calculate this A, value of A. When you put at t is equal to 0 instant, what is your voltage? Is V naught, right? Before switching, or you can say that at the switching. So when you calculate, when you put this A naught in this, so you will get this A value. A is a constant here. So A is nothing but the you will get A naught. To put that A naught to this your main equation. So this is the final equation for V of t at any instant of time after switching, right? And switching is generally happen at t is equal to 0 instant. So this equation is valid for all t is greater than of 0. When you draw this circuit, means when you draw the draw in phasor diagram, you will you will find the waveform such a way that, okay, simple, you have to put the different value of time of this instant with the time constant, right? Time constant is constant here, and for different instant of this time you will get this. Now see, this is the minus, so your response is decaying response, right? So at some particular time instant of this waveform will die out. Okay, so this is a transient response. Similarly, there are some different instant of time I consider here. So when you put t is equal to tau, means your time is equal to time constant, then you will get point t 67 as your initial voltage. Now similarly, at t is equal to 4t, you will get such a response. So normally at t is equal to 4 times of your time constant is called as a transient state. Generally, we are observing the transient state in this range if the question is not given any specific condition. Okay. Now, for general examples, generally we will get the steady state response after 5 times of the transient state, right? We are not generally go through the infinite duration of time. At ideal condition, sorry, not ideal, practical condition, we will get the response, steady state response at greater than or equal to, you can say, 5 times of your time constant. Okay. So what is the expression for this? Once you calculate this V of t, now see here state variable for RC circuit is voltage, right? And once you got the equation for this V voltage for this voltage, so you can easily find out the IC. What is the formula? Put that voltage equation to this basic equation of current of capacitor. So IC is equal to C dV by dt into V naught. So derivate this. When you take the derivation of this, you will get V naught by R e to the power of minus t by tau. So this all result we are directly apply for solving this problem. Okay. So this is a derivation. The similarly now see what is the power calculation of power this place the this quantity. What is the basic equation? Power is P. This is the power for resistance. So V square by R. That's why V square by R. Now put the value of this. You will get this power. Similarly for EC for instantaneous energy, EC is equal to half CV square, right? So simple. You have to put the value. Then you will get these equations. And what is the charge for capacitor? Your charge is equal to CV, right? So put that value. You will get charge in terms of coulomb. So that's all the uh, parameters you will get when you solve this basic RC circuit. Now, similar problem you have to do at your home by taking RL circuit, right? This is a problem. You have to solve that whole derivation, and your answer must be matched with this. Now, see, already this derivation already present in your books, but try it with your own. Okay. So this is a final conclusion for this RL network. Now, this is a first order circuit, right? With source free response. Now, another is first order circuit with source response. Source is present. In first condition, source is removed, but in second condition, source is added to the circuit. Now, at this condition, your voltage equation get changed. Now see, this is a RC circuit, the same. What is the state variable here? Voltage, right? Because C is present. So you have to calculate the equation for voltage. So what is a VT? VT is equal to state space response plus transient response. Now you can also rewrite this in such a format. What is the state space response is at V at t infinite instant of time, and at transient response you have to take minus of initial condition with the finite infinite duration of time. So this is a basic equation for finding the V of t at for this RC circuit, first order circuit with source, right, with source. Now, what is the time constant for this circuit? Is same R equivalent into C equivalent. So, while calculating the time constant, please note that this time constant is generally we are calculating after the switching operation. So here switch is closed. So this voltage source is connect to the circuit. But while calculating the time response, you have to short circuit the voltage source and open circuit for current source, right? So this voltage source gets short circuited and observe the circuit what element are present in that circuit. According to that, you have to comment. So here R and C is present. So for any RC circuit, what is the time constant? R equivalent to C equivalent. So only one R is present, so that's why time constant is R and C. Now, there are some condition here. Now initial condition, generally you are given. See, if you have initial voltage here, V naught, some voltage if you have, so your diagram, or you can say your response is carry from that reference voltage, right? So for example, this capacitor have initially charged for some voltage, okay, at V naught. So when this source is added to the circuit, so your net response is start from that response, right? So this is your reference here. So what is a at that instant, what is a equation? Now this is a basic equation. You have to put all the condition here. So V of t is equal to V of s plus V naught minus Vs e to the power of minus t by tau. Generally Vs is defined as the steady state response, and this is V naught is initial condition, right? So don't be confused. Now see, by observing this waveform, you can also uh, link up this equation, right? This is your steady state response, and this is the initial condition is given to you. Now, when without initial condition at V naught is equal to zero, so V naught is equal to zero. Okay, so Vs is equal to at infinite duration of time. So this response get as a steady state response. So here no initial condition is present. So simple, put the value this V naught as a zero. When you put this as a zero, you will get Vs minus Vs e to the power Vs. Okay. Now when put this as a zero, V naught as a zero, so you will get this Vs minus Vs e to the power of minus t by tau. So take Vs as a common, so you will get this. Okay. Now for the expression of, for what is the expression for current for this first order source with source response. Similarly, you have to put the value of this voltage and take the derivative of that. So you will get IC of T. So when you take this and solve the circuit, you will get this. Okay. Vs by R e to the power of minus t by tau at t greater than of 0, with all instant of time. Now what is the value of IC? See here, once you get this equation, you can easily draw the diagram, graph, by putting some different value of this time. So you will get the waveform in such a way that, but at initial you will get this Vc by R. Okay, because at initial condition you have to put the zero value here, right? So this whole equation become as a this constant, right? One, this become one. So what is the value of this? Vs by R. IC value is Vs by R. So what is the value of Vs here? Vc, right? Now power, similarly power, you have to calculate power across this capacitor. So power of P is equal to V of C into I of C. Vi power is equal to Vi, right? So similarly put the value of this Vc and Ic and solve that circuit. You will get this power as this equation. Okay, you will get this equation. So and similarly integration of power and multi with means area and energy is equal to power into time, right? So what is the area covered in that duration, that gives you the total energy consumption. So that the energy consumption is one energy for capacitor is half cv square, right? Now for resistance, what is the equation? You will get this Vs by R e to the power of minus t by tau. and voltage for across this resistance is Vs e to the power of minus t by tau. Tau is the same time constant for RC circuit, R equivalent into C equivalent. Now, when you see the power across resistance, now see in above we discuss the all parameter for capacitor. Okay, for capacitor, and for in below we will discuss all parameter for resistance, and then we will comment the efficiency of the circuit. This is for resistance, for resistance. So, for any circuit, for commenting the efficiency, you have to take the energy consumption, right? What is the total energy supply in that circuit, and what is the energy consumed by that circuit? So, same way, you have to calculate first of all what is the energy consumed by the resistor. The same you can calculate it by this. You will get this as the final output. And when you take the efficiency of this RC circuit, simple E output upon E input. So you can also define as a E output upon output plus losses. Put all parameter, you will get efficiency of your circuit is 50%. So this RC circuit give you efficiency. What is the efficiency of this RC circuit is 50% in terms of energy consumption, right? Now the total energy supply by the source is sum of both resistance and capacitor, which you will get cv square, right? cvs square. Now second, this RL circuit, this is all the derivation. Okay, you have to remember this all formulas. You can say that, or you can uh, you you can use that formula for solving the circuit. That's why I'm saying Laplace transform is a very easy method for finding any solution. In time domain analysis, you have to remember or you have to derive the equations. Okay, now for RL circuit, now see, same, what is the state variable here? Current, right? Because of inductor present in that circuit, and this is a source adding, means source is added here, not source free. This is a source with source response, right? So same calculation you have to perform for this RL circuit. At the end, you will get this as your output. What is the equation for this current? You will get this I of t is equal to I at infinite and I naught e to the minus I naught at infinite into e to the power of minus t by tau. So this is your basic equation for this circuit, right? This is your basic equation for this circuit. Now, when you apply all the concept, similar concept we are discussed in our slide, but you have to use for RL circuit. So at the end, you will get this parameters. Okay, and when you calculate the efficiency of this RL network, you will get 0%. So that's why in our electrical network theory, we will say that the inductor is the worst component because efficiency of that network is zero. Okay, now here are some point problems I'm taking here. Okay, I'm not taking more problem because this class mainly for derivation, so I'm taking some basic problem, but tomorrow I will take some more derivation. Yes, there are second order circuit still remaining, so we have to see that second order circuit, and then we will discuss some problems. So now here you have to find out the time constant for the circuit. Now see, time constant is a very important thing. You must know how to calculate the time constant of the circuit. Now there are some steps, basic steps. First of all, listen carefully. Uh, First of all, observe the switching operation. Is the switch is connect the source to the circuit or remove that source from the circuit? Here, the switch is connect this source voltage source to the circuit. So, what is a When after switching, what is the equivalent circuit here? So after switching, this circuit is looked like that, right? After switching, this is 3 kilo ohm and this is 2 microfarad, right? Now see here, I'm mainly deal for the time constant. That's why I'm neglecting all that condition, remaining condition. So now this is a condition, right? But when I talk about the time constant, so this parameter get short circuited, means you have to remove all the active sources, right? So voltage source, how to remove voltage source? By becoming short circuit that element, right? Now observe the circuit. How to circuit is look like this 3 kilo ohm parallel with this 6 kilo ohm, right? 3 kilo ohm is parallel with this 6 kilo ohms and parallel with this 2 microfarad capacitor. So 3 kilo ohm, right? Kilo ohm parallel with this 6 kilo ohm, right? This is your R equivalent multiply by your C equivalent. What is the C equivalent is 2 microfarad. So this is your time constant of this circuit. So what is when you solve this, you will get 2 kilo ohm because 6 parallel with 3 is 2, and this is your 2 microfarad. When you solve, you will get 2 to the 4 millisecond. Okay, 4 millisecond. I hope this time constant is clear to you for this circuit. Similarly, now see, uh, here switching here switch is given to you, but in this question no switch is given to you, but the step response is given in this active source. With this active source, it means this circuit is able to find a transient response, right? So similar way, you have to find the time constant in that circuit. First of all, deactivate the all active sources. So how to deactivate? By making short circuit, right? By making short circuit for this element. Now observe that how to circuit is look like. This 3 is parallel with the 6 ohm. So what is the equivalent for this? 2 ohm, right? Now same, this is your 2 ohm. And what is the capacitance? This 1 ohm capacitor is connected parallel with this. So this is nothing but your 3 microfarad, because capacitor add in parallel, right? So this is the 3 microfarad, and what is this is here 6 microfarad. Now all the elements are in series. What is the time constant? R equivalent, R equivalent into C equivalent, right? R equivalent into C equivalent. So what is the R equivalent here? 2 to the 4. And what is the C equivalent? Now since these capacitors are connected in series, but what the combination is different for capacitor. So when you solve this, there is combination of capacitor. You will get 2 microfarad. Okay, so you will get 2 microfarad. Now when you solve this, you will get 8 microsecond, right? Right, because time constant is in second. So I hope this is clear to you. Now same way, you have to solve this circuit. What happened in that circuit? What happened in that circuit? See, this switching, after switching this switch, right? After closing this switch, the circuit is short circuited from this switch, because this switch is closed. So this 3 ohm resistance is connected with this node, right? And this is open circuit, that terminal open circuit, open circuit, right? When you open circuited this, so this is your redundant element, means no effect of this 1 ohm resistance to this network. So what is a whole network is look like? How to look like this network is such way that 3 ohm resistance, and this is a 4 millihenry inductor, and this both element are connected in parallel. So calculate this. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 by 6 means 4 by 3, right? 4 by 3 ohm. Now this is your 6 millihenry. Now this is a RL circuit, right? RL circuit. So what is the time constant is L equivalent by R equivalent. So what is the L equivalent here? Now this is in series. So 4 plus 6 is 10, right? 10 millihenry. And what is the resistance? Is 3 plus 4 by 3. 3 plus 4 by 3. When you solve this, you will get 30 by 13 millisecond. Okay. So this is the time constant for this circuit. Now here I am taking two examples for source free response, first order source free circuit, right? So guys, wait for 10 minutes. Okay. Only two questions still remaining. Now see here. Here V naught is given to you, right? Means initial voltage is given to you, and this initial voltage you have to use when solving that circuit, right? Now see the this is a first order RC circuit, first order RC circuit. So what is the state variable here? What is the state variable here? Voltage. So let I write source free. This is the first order source free response, right? Source free response, response, first order, first order RC circuit, right? RC circuit. And what is the state variable? State variable is voltage. So we already seen what is the voltage equation for this. For this, what is the voltage equation? V of t is equal to V naught e to the power of minus t by tau. So the only thing is that you need to calculate the time constant here. What is the time constant here? Now calculate the tau. Now when you how to calculate the tau? Simple. You to solve that circuit, and this is the RC circuit. So what is the time constant? R equivalent into C equivalent. Now observe that what is the R equivalent? This both element are connected in series. So 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 is connected parallel with this 5 ohm resistance. So 5 ohm resistance parallel with 20 ohm, right? Plus into what is the capacitor is zero point 0.1 microfarad. So this is the zero point 0.1 microfarad. When you solve this, you will get zero point 0.4 second. Okay. Now put that zero point 0.4 second into this your main equation, into your main equation. So you will get this V of t. V of t is nothing but the what is the initial voltage is given to you, right? 80 volt. So 80 volt into e to the power of minus 2.5 t, right? When you put that value in this, you will get this. Okay, and this is valid for all t greater than of 0. So this equation you can find here. Now for this source free first order RC type of circuit, this time domain analysis is very easy because you have to directly apply this formula, right? And the only thing is that you need to know that what is the time constant of that circuit. Okay, but the same process is making difficult when we go through the higher order circuit, means for two second order or for non-canonical circuit. So that's why Laplace transform is best. But for this type of circuit, this time domain analysis is the best. So depending upon your requirement, use that method which is convenient to you. Now, once you calculate this P of t, you can easily find out what is the value of Ix of t. Ix of t, right? This value. So how to find out this value? Now see, this is nothing but your V of t divided by 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12. Okay, because this current is nothing but this voltage divided by total of resistance. So this voltage is nothing but your this V of t, and what is the total resistance is 8 plus 12. is 20. Okay, solve it. You will get 4 e to the power of minus 2t, 2.5t, and this is valid for all t greater than of 0. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. When you draw this in terms of the graph of this ix, see at initial you will get constant value as 4 ampere, but after some particular time of decay, your response get die out, right? So this is the response for this equation. Now the second equation is here you need to determine the energy stored in the capacitor up to 2.5 seconds. Now see, this is important. Here you need to calculate the energy storing by that capacitor up to 2.5 second. Now see, for till we will see the switching operation is happened at t is equal to 0 instant of time. But in this circuit, the switching operation is conduct at t is equal to 2, right? 2 second. So switching operation is happened at t is equal to 2 second. Keep this in your mind. Now, first of all, observe that circuit. This is the what is the order of that circuit? See, only one element are present. So this is the first order circuit, right? And what is the type of circuit? Is RC type circuit, RC type circuit. And see, this is the source free or with source. Now see the switching operation. After switching operation, your circuit is this, right? So I can say that this is a source free response. Why source free? Because the before switching this condition is all happened, but when we analyze the steady state response, this switch is closed, right? So this whole current is doesn't pass from this branch because this is a short circuit and this current is back to the supply, so only this circuit get in effect. So I can say that this circuit is act as a source free, right? So this is the source free response. Source free response. Okay, and what is the state variable? RC circuit, because of RC circuit, so state variable is voltage only, voltage only. It means you have to calculate equation for this voltage. So now see, first of all, before this switching operation, calculate the parameter, all parameter here. So part one, this is nothing but your part one before, or you can say at t is equal to 0 to less than equal to 2 inch. Okay, so this is nothing but your DC. This is nothing but your DC steady state response, right? DC steady state value, or you can say this is DC steady state only. Okay. So at this instant, what circuit is looks like? सर्किट कैसा दिखेगा? ऐसा रहेगा, राइट? स्विच का कोई रोल नहीं रहेगा उस सर्किट में. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट योर सर्किट. So this is a DC term. Okay, so this is your actually open circuit because this is a constant in means DC value. So for DC, capacitor act as a open circuit. So you can easily calculate what is the voltage. What is the voltage for this voltage? This nothing but the voltage drop for this element. So what is the current flowing in that? T plus 2 5, 5 divided by 50. 50 divided by 5 is 10 ampere. 10 into 3 is 30 volt. So this is nothing but your 30 volt, right? So you got the V naught. You got the V naught. V naught is equal to 30 volt. Now part 2. Part 2. Part 2 means at t is equal to or you can say t greater than 2, right? So in that, this is nothing but your transient state, right? Transient state. So इसके लिए इक्वेशन क्या होगा? अभी हमने देखा था v of t is nothing but your v naught e to the power of minus t by tau. Now tell me what is the tau? What is the tau here for this circuit? Tau कितना होगा? Tau इतना ही होगा, right? Nothing but your R equivalent into C equivalent. So what is the R equivalent? Now see, this is your circuit. This is your circuit. So R equivalent is 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 into 1. 4 into 1 which is equal to 4. Right? So time constant कितना है? Sorry. Actually, when the switch is closed, then your circuit switch close हुआ तो ये short circuit हो गया. So this is your redundant element, right? No effect in that circuit. So what is the net circuit is this. So what is the R equivalent? R equivalent is nothing but your 1 ohm. And what is the capacitor is also 1 farad. So 1 into 1 which is nothing but the 1 second. Okay. 1 second is your time constant. So put that value in that and initial voltage is already you calculate here. So V of t is nothing but your 30 e to the power of minus t, right? Because tau is 1. Now, see, this is only for when, or you can say this is only for at t is equal to 0 instant of time. But here we take as a time for t greater of than of 2. So delay is happen here. So you have to consider that delay also. So in the place of this t, you have to put t minus tau, t minus 2 and tau equal to 1. So okay, so I can also add here t minus of 2 by tau for this for t is equal to greater than equal to 2. Now this is the complete expression for v of t. Okay, and put the different value of this v of t and find out the waveform or find out the energy stored up to 2.5 seconds. So at when you put t is equal to 0, right? और when in first पहली कंडीशन में क्या था? What is the your time instant is t is equal to 0 to 2. 0 to 2 के बीच में कितना कंज्यूम कर रहा था वो देखना है हमें. तो this is your instant, right? Because उस कंडीशन में ट्रांजिएंट तो अवेलेबल ही नहीं था. ट्रांजिएंट अवेलेबल ही नहीं था उस वक्त. तो उस वक्त कौन सा वैल्यू था आपका? 30 वोल्ट था. कांस्टेंट डीसी वोल्टेज था. बस सेकंड ट्रांजिएंट कब सर्किट में आया? एट टी इक्वल टू 2 कंडीशन में. तो this voltage equation is for t is equal to 2 instant of time, right? Or greater than 2 instant of time. So ये condition आया, right? So this is in terms of volt, right? Because of voltage. Now draw the circuit. What is the energy circuit for, or you can say what is the voltage circuit for this? Uh, Now see, this is your reference at starting, or you can say at t is equal to 2, from t is equal to 0. So this is 0, this is your 2. So this is a constant because switch operation doesn't happen till t is equal to 2, right? So what is the voltage? V naught is the constant DC voltage, which is nothing but the V naught is 30 volt. Now after this t is equal to 2, switching operation is happened. And in that switching operation, your response is decaying, exponentially decaying response you will get. So draw the exponentially decaying response from this t is equal to 2 instant of time. So at some particular time instant, your this transient response get die out, right? Now, now observe that you have to calculate the energy stored up to 2.5 second. So 2.5 सेकंड तक कैलकुलेट करना है आपको. ओके, so here EC up to 2.5 second you have to calculate it. So what is a EC at 2.5 second? EC at t is equal to 2.5 second. Put that value, your formula for energy this across this capacitor, which is nothing but the half CVC square, right? Here the voltage of VC you have to put at t is equal to 2.5. Directly put that value, you will get the answer. T is equal to 2.5. Put that, means find that value at t is equal to, find the voltage at t is equal to 2.5. Okay, 2.5 and solve it. So finally you will get, first of all find out the VC. VC at t is equal to 2.5. Okay, so this is nothing but the 30 e to the power of, put that value. So you will get 1 by 2, and when you solve this you will get 18.19 volt, right? Now put this in this your basic equation. So EC is nothing but here 1 by 2 into 1 into this 18 by 19 whole square, nothing but here 165.5 joule. Okay, so that much energy is stored till 2.5 second of time instant by the capacitor, right? So that's it for today. And for next class, from next class, I will discuss the second order circuit and take some problems, and then we will go to the for RC circuit, right? Means for RC circuit as an integrator, and for differentiator, some signal part we will consider. Okay, so wait for a second. And if there are some voice issues, so you can watch this video on YouTube. Okay, because this is important when we discuss the transient analysis. So this is the basic you can say this is the basic. You have to know all the concept which I discussed today. And because you directly apply that formulas to the question in exam or in any uh, time, in any stage, you are not uh, go through the derivation each and every, for each and every question. So you have to remember that important formulas. Okay, or you can directly use the Laplace transform for this getting the solution. So okay, thank you for joining us, and we will see in next lecture. Yes, you can leave now. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, no doubt.